everyone. I wanted to do a really quick video here before work because I felt like it, and I was watching some YouTube videos and I realized, wow, there are people in this world who don't know about this trick. And so I wanted to do a video on this little trick. Now, before we get started, I'm going to tell you the equipment you will need, and you only need 3 things. Tape, long strip of paper, and some scissors. Now, I want to start with a very simple question. When we take a long strip of paper and we make a basic donut hole and we cut it down the center, we get 2 donuts, correct? We get 2 of these half the size, correct? Well, I want to ask you a very interesting question. Now, for starters, I greatly apologize for my craftsmanship because obviously you can tell this end is bigger than this end, and that's just my horrible cutting ability, so I'm sorry. But we're going to go from this to this and get this kind of figure 8 thing going. Kind of like that. I'm going to tape this together, and while I'm doing that, I want to ask you, what would happen if we did the same thing, but it is curved like this, and we did the cut down the center, just like we would with a normal donut hole. So again, for those who want clarification, we're going from this to this. Okay? I'll give you guys a few seconds here to think about it. Okay, so I have finished completing the hole as best as I could, by the way. So yeah. Now, there's a few things we could try. And I only have so much time to do this. But I want to give it a shot, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our curled, does that make sense? Curled donut, no longer a donut, more like, it actually looks more like almost like an obscure infinite symbol at this point. We're not going to pinch or fold. I mean, I don't think it'll make a difference, but it just makes it easier to kind of curl it like that, and we're going to take our scissor and make a little incision in the center so you can see. Let me make that a little bit bigger so you can see. Make it just a little bit bigger. Okay. Just so you can see what I'm doing here. You can see I made an incision. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this all the way around and come back to that starting point. This is the question I want to ask you, is what happens when we do this? And I was actually wanting to do this for a while. I just hadn't got around to it because life's a bitch. But hey, what's the harm in that, you know? But here we have our 2 halves. Now, some of you might think there'll be 2 separates, which is the most common answer. But you'll actually find that it just extends to one big curled, you can see the little Q there. At this state, if I am not mistaken, if we cut it again, we will end up with 2 strips. 2 separate strips, but they'll be interlinked each other. And you can keep cutting and cutting and cutting. This was my experimental first. They are simply looped into each other. This is not tangle. You're not going to be able to get this undone without ripping the paper. They are simply just interlooping each other in such a way you can't get it undone. No matter what you do, you will not get this undone. And that is just simply from doing this. They will start looping into each other. And it's kind of funny. If it makes an 8 like that, I think what it'll do is create 2 separates, but they will be linked. It won't make one bigger one, it'll just link the 2. But we're going to do that real quick. There. And you think, oh, it made 2 separate. It made 2 linking. Those are interlinking each other. I'll use my shirt as a a reference for the white. But yeah. You can keep this going into this crazy mess that I made. That's all I've got. I'm leaving it with you guys. Show me your fun little creations. Mind trick your friends. It's fun. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.